tie-up. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And a pitch. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Righty to the plate. Foul ball there. 2-2 now. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
It's his first strikeout at this level, but it definitely won't be his last. So, you know, these early at-bats are all part of the process for a rookie. And trust me, big league pitching just looks different than minor league pitching. He still has plenty of opportunities ahead of him in this one, though.
Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a... Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the mound today, Kyle Freeland. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand. Because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging.
And no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it safely for a leadoff double in the bottom of the first.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So digging in, Seiya Suzuki. Man at second. In the air right field. And it stays fair. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with one out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
Bellinger.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Swung on, belted. Got the extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. In to score from first. It's 2-0.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and got it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Dansby Swanson stands in. And the pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. They tried to get him to chase on a slider, down and away. Three-2 now. Runner takes off. Out to short. Zips it across. And Swanson is set down.
Batting fifth.
Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
Kicks and deals. Just off the outside part of the plate.
It's a good take.
Got him. Now 2 away.
Really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Bounced out to short. Gets it to first. They limit the damage here. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And it's 2-zip. All set for the start of the inning. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Ryan McMahon.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And a 1-2. On a line out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And now it's Elias Diaz.
The catcher, number 35, Elias Diaz.
Now he finds a corner. Going to count 1-2. Stays alive. The Cubs leading by 2 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that's a base hit.
Take notes on that swing, kids. That was a really nice breaking ball on the low outside corner, and he did all you can do with that pitch.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Cooper's great throw. Caught stealing.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put one on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, there was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
Two outs. Struck him out looking. No runs. One. Bottom of the inning. And the batter now, Christopher Morel.
The designated hitter, Christopher Morel.
Close, but called the ball. 2-1. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. The line to kick the pitch. That's a laser base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Now it's Yan Gomes.
The catcher, Yan Gomes.
And the pitch. Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw, and they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On to first, and Gomes is retired. Here's Nick Madrigal.
The third baseman, Nick Madrigal.
Bunting for a hit. In there safely. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Runner takes off. There's the ball. Throw to second. Ow. And that'll end the inning.
Well, try to get into scoring position, but a great
top half of the third inning. And now the first baseman, Lowry's Montero. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss.
One ball.
The 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
And it's filled up. On the ground to third. Madrigal on to first. One up, one down. Sam Hilliard digging in for the Rockies. One down, base is empty. There's a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, right field. Suzuki has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's a speed threat, Brenton Doyle.
1 and 2.
The Cubbies up by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fights that one away, still 1 and 2. Got him swinging. Offense held in check. So the lineup flips over. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Horner. 1-1 down. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on the plane for an extended period of time. And guys like
Horner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Really nice swipe at second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time. And such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but he just beat it.
Horner at second with nobody out. Runner on the go again. Ball misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 1-2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Step off, throw to first. Suzuki back in standing. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And Bellinger is out. And there's 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
One run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third. To first, maybe a 2-ball. To second, and it pulls the shortstop off the bag.
Now first base.
Potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
Line the other way. That's a fair ball and down the right field line and towards that corner. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and it's 4-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Ian Happ up to hit. The pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. One down. Runners at second and third. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Doyle should have this one. Nabs it. Both runners tagging from second and third. And now the runner will score from third in a wild throw.
Well, that's the third run of the inning, and this team is doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see. So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Ryan Feltner.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Runners breaking for the plate. One attempt misses. Tag out at third. He can't get back in time. Bang, bang play, and the inning. Start of the fourth. So in now for Colorado, Brendan Rodgers. The wind of the pitch. And it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And the righty deals. Hit hard. That gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And the batter now, Adael Amador.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Man at first. Now it's Charlie Blackmon.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
And there's ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Steps off and bluffs a throw at second. The Rockies down 5, trying to battle back. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch. Just off the inside corner, and the count is 2-2. Two on, 1 out. The other way. Fair ball. Around third. He'll score easily. It's 5-1.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Elias Diaz digs in now. On the inside corner for a strike. And another ball. The Rockies down by 4 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And down on strikes. 2 away.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. Got him looking. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 5-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Christopher Morel. Drag bunt back towards the mound. The throw to first. Barely got him for the out. Close play. Singy, it was tough to tell in live action if the ball actually beat him, and it looks like they want some time to review it.
Yeah, we'll get another look up here too, and you know they called him out on the field, but it just might be worth the challenge, and they'll have to see clear evidence the other way.
Here's Yan Gomes. And another ball.
2-1.
Out to short. Amador fires across the diamond, and Gomes is retired. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Nick Madrigal. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Here's a chopper to short. Fires over to first. And that is that. Back here at Wrigley Field, and here's the first baseman, Lowry's Montero. Just off the outside edge, and a count 2-1.
Well, these Rockies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're...
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. So he goes yard to left. His first homer of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 5-2.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Next to hit, Sam Hilliard. Where'd that last pitch miss? And that's down and away.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
So man aboard, runner on the go. And that one fouled off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. With 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
The Rockies trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Hey!
Caught him looking for the K. Next for Colorado, Adael Amador. 2 outs.
2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And he deals. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Madrigal drifts towards it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Rockies edging closer with this shot. It's now 5-2. You're dialed into the show. Back here at the friendly confines, we head to the bottom of the 5th. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. Up and in, and a count 2-1. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Tyler Kinley preparing to come on if needed. Beeks also throwing. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Runner at second, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. High fly ball lifted into the air right field. Doyle makes the grab, one away. Bellinger up to hit.
Number 24, Cody Bellinger.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Pitch misses inside. And now a wide throw to third.
That's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because
hit hard, base hit. The run scores from third, and they lead by 4. And into second with one away. That's a double.
as soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Digging in. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Under it. Makes the grab. Runner tagging for third. Now he decides against it, and he's back in at second.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. He's in there. It's 7-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Now the left fielder, Ian Happ. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one ripped left field. Hits the fence. Relay throw to second, and in there with a double off the wall.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
So 2 down. Christopher Morel, the next Cub to hit. Just off the inside edge. That one misses. 3-1.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. Payoff pitch. Line drive, base hit. 1 run is in. Fires it to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And it's 9-2. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2.
New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Austin Gomber. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. And here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. In the air, left field. Hilliard sizing this one up. Makes the catch, inning over. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Here at Wrigley Field, here's Charlie Blackmon. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, that one might sting for a bit, but it helps the team and it boosts the OBP boog. Sometimes that trade-off is worth it, but sometimes it's not.
On the mound now, Mark Leiter Jr.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And that's a base hit.
Nope, he's safe.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Right-handed reliever. So now 1-2.
1-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Into center and a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in.
That's 3 singles in a row. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now here's Lowry's Montero. Headed down the line. Suzuki drifts towards it. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Runner tags up for third. Next to hit for the Rockies, Sam Hilliard. 2 on, 1 out. A little bit low. On the ground right side, and it gets by him. The throw in. Pulls him to third safely as a run scores.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
And now Brenton Doyle. Bryant at third. Hilliard over at first with 1 away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings and misses. 2 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Next offering is down low.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Adael Amador in the on-deck circle, and he walked him. 2 outs, bases loaded. So in now for Colorado, Adael Amador. And here it comes. Line drive. And that is that. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. And we're back. There we go, bottom 6. Here's the third baseman, Nick Madrigal.
Nick Madrigal.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Round second, digging for third. Now he launches a throw over his head.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Nico Horner. That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down into the gap. In to score is the runner from third. It's now 10-5.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball, easy drive into the gap for that double. Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
At the plate, Seiya Suzuki swings and lines one towards the gap, and that's down. A base hit. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 11-5.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And at first, here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. To first, and they've got him picked off. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. And they tag him out. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one drilled left field. Hilliard hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. There's Chuck Nasty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Up and in, 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. On a line, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ryan McMahon. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Drew Smiley. This is his 3rd time out this year. And the pitch. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1. Now the throw to first on the run. Throw to first, but he beat it. And now the catcher comes up to him, Elias Diaz. The 1-1. Good eye in that spot. And that's off the inside edge. And now 3 balls and a strike. Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
3-2 on the way. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Chris Bryant gets a chance to hit here. And now the lefty. A little out front there as he swings through it. And he grounds one to the right side. Corner over to first. Bryant out on the play. And that is the inning. The Rockies strand 1. They'll need better than that. Down 11-5. Back here in Wrigley Field, set for the last half of the 7th. So up now for Chicago, Patrick Wisdom. The 1-1. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Bryant trying to get there. And there's one away. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Next is the designated hitter, Christopher Morel.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Up the middle, Rogers in plenty of time to first, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing. Back here at the friendly confines, we're at the top of the 8th. So in now for Colorado, Eleuris Montero. The lefty fires. And there's a foul ball. That one misses, and the count's even at 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. The punch out there, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Sam Hilliard digging in for the Rockies. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And that one wrapped foul. Just missed. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 out.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And that's outside.
Okay.
And the pitch. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Well, he's been having a hard time just putting the ball in play in this one, so that should help soften the blow. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And that skips in the dirt. Breaks his bat, pops it up. Corner under it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. Here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 8th. And now here is Yan Gomes.
Go.
Yan Gomes waits. Ground ball up the middle. Amador to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Now here is Nick Madrigal.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
In the air, left field. Hilliard makes a move on it. 2 down. Nico Horner, the next cup to hit. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. To second, but way too late, safe there.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Seiya Suzuki will hit next. And a pitch. Just missed. The 2-1. Bounce to the left side. Amador. And that will end the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. So in now for Colorado, Hector Neris will take over here.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Neris, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
And that squirts through. Adael Amador with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Rockies, Ryan McMahon. Left-hand hitter waits. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Neris is just one strike away.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know.
Towards first, sneaks through, base hit. Amador around second, headed for third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Now a chance for Chris Bryant. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got it. And that'll do it.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
11-5, your final score. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.